Well, Jordan, you know, as we continue to talk about the logistics of this storm and the current conditions as it just gets closer and closer to Southeast Texas, my heart is just tugging at what's happening to folks who had to stay behind or folks who are going to need a little extra assistance. So we've definitely been putting in a lot of calls and doing a lot of digging as it pertains to those resources. And a familiar name came up, the Cajun Navy. If you're in Southeast Texas, I know you have heard of this particular group. They've helped us on so many occasions. Just a very reputable group as it pertains to extra assistance that we need for folks who are in the area. So they did send us some information about what happens if you need their help. So first and foremost, they do want you to call 911, but there's a caveat to that. We've been hearing from the officials, even if you call, we may not be able to get to you pending how strong the winds are and the current conditions. So if it's not safe enough for those emergency responders to go out into the field to make it to you, you're not going to be able to get any help for that particular window of time. So if you've called 911, you can't get anyone, you then have to fill out a ticket request. So I know in years past, the Cajun Navy operated through a phone number and a radio system. They want you to fill out a ticket request. I posted this information on my Facebook page, but I want to share it with you now. It's a website. It's crowdrelief-forms.NOGGINOCA.com/rescue. I know that's a mouthful, so I want to give it to you again just to jot down or put it into your phone for your family and friends so that you can share it. It's crowdrelief-forms.NOGGINOCA.com/rescue. So I did click on that particular link, and it's just asking you some basic information. Who are you? Where are you? How many folks are with you? If this is a life or death situation, that's going to help them to kind of prioritize some of those rescues if they need to get to you. They're saying that's also going to eliminate a lot of double dispatching to the same location if this particular form is filled out. That's the last thing we want. 2 emergency responders to head to one address when they could be helping 2 separate situations, 2 separate families in need. So you got to fill out that form just to help keep things a little organized. They're saying they also can't handle the volume of requests that are expected to come over the radio. So I mentioned that before. Normally they were taking phone calls and those radio dispatches. So this is really, really critical if you need that extra backup, just to keep it in your back pocket. If the officials can't make it to you, the Cajun Navy, again, is definitely a resource we've relied on heavily across Southeast Texas, and we thank them for their services. We continue to wait out the effects of the storm, Jordan.
And you know, Dej, we had that new group that just formed that we talked about last week, and the name, I believe, something like 409 Search and Rescue, something to that effect, and they had, as I recall, you know, dozens of folks who have volunteered to be on standby during this storm.
Just got a request to repeat that website again. I know it's a mouthful. It's not one of the easier ones to remember. So let me give it to you again one more time.
I was trying to type it. I couldn't get it fast enough. It's, what is it, crowd?
Okay, it's Crowd Relief.
One word?
That's one word.
Okay.
Dash forms with an S on the end. FORMS.
Okay.
Dot NOGGINOCA.com/rescue.
I'm trying to type it out for our producers so they can put it on the screen for folks. I think I got it.
Give it to me. Let's make sure you got it.
Well, crowdrelief-forms.NOGGINOCA.com/rescue. Is it right, Dej? I don't know if you can see that far. They put it on the screen.
Oh, these eyes don't work like they used to.
Okay.
So I can't see that
like
far.
you have a problem now.
You can just change glasses like Patrick and I do.
Share between the two of you.
Yeah, this is where we are at this point. There you go. There's the information, and that again for the Cajun Navy. Boy, what a help. Life-saving help, the understatement there after Hurricane Harvey, after Harvey inundated Southeast Texas. So they are on standby again, and I feel like at this point they're going to be splitting resources between, say, Orange County and Southwest Louisiana.
Absolutely. As Patrick was just talking about the latest track we were seeing, Southwest Louisiana, our neighbors there are definitely going to take the brunt of the hit, and it's a sigh of relief for our area. But if you're from this area, you know there's so many close ties to our neighbors right there in
Absolutely.
Louisiana, whether it's, you know, bloodline or whether it's you're working across the border, whether you just know folks. The two states really just work so well together and have so many close ties. So we're not, you know, lost on the fact that this is still an impact that we did not want to see, you know.
No.
Yeah.
We are still